As the temps drop, your furnace is probably working overtime to keep you warm.
HVAC companies say they've been busy the last few days with plenty of customers reaching out because their heaters aren't working or are broken.
Yeah, so why is that, and is there something that we're all doing wrong? KLBK's Jaxie Pigeon found out for us. Jaxie?
Jim Hamlin from Bruce Thornton Air Conditioning says the winter is the time when your furnace has to work the hardest to heat your home, but many just aren't taking good enough care of their equipment. He tells me the average life of a furnace is 12 years, but if it's well maintained, it's not uncommon to see it running for up to 30 years.
The cold weather has arrived here on the South Plains, and one local company has already noticed an uptick in customers reaching out to say their heaters are out.
Most people plan to get ready for summer because they don't want to be hot, but they don't seem to do nearly as much planning to get ready for winter. So when it hits, and it's a lot more devastating because you can freeze to death.
He says the increase in demand for furnace repairs has been rather difficult due to the shortage of parts to fix those AC units.
Rather than being able to do the repair that day, we're having to find stuff from other towns and have it shipped in, and we're getting people up and running. And I would say we're having a 99.9% success finding the part, but it may take a few days longer than it normally used to.
On top of that, the pandemic didn't help things either.
Because we went for a couple years where people weren't letting service techs in their house, I think there's a bigger demand right now for service. People are feeling a little bit better about having service techs come into their house.
Hamlin recommends having a trusted company come out to do a tune-up before the temperatures drop even lower this winter.
Dirty filters, you'd be amazed at how many times we go out and people just don't change their filter. It's cheap insurance. That filter is there to protect the equipment and keep the dust off the equipment so it'll run better.
Hamlin says dirt is the #1 killer of HVAC systems, so keeping that filter clean is of the utmost importance. He suggests replacing the filter monthly.
If the filter is not capturing the dirt and dust, it's going through your system and blown out into your home. So if it gets clogged up, it's going to pull a certain amount of that dirt through your system and it's going out into your home. You can't totally cut down on dust here, but you can help it with a good clean filter. And that will help with allergies, help with less dusting, and extend the life of your equipment.
And Hamlin says just set that thermostat where you are comfortable and leave it alone. He tells me if you keep changing the temperature, it ruins the equipment and will only cost you more when you go to pay that utility bill.